Hello, I'm Dr. Brandt Gibson, and today I want to talk to you a little bit more about hammer toes. So as a reminder, we actually have hammer toes are basically a contracture of the toe, so it can get kind of in that kind of a position where you can have a contracture at any one of the joints to cause hammering or curling of that toe down. And the question really is, how do we diagnose hammer toe deformities? Well, there's a couple different pieces that are key to this diagnosis. Number one is appearance. If you're looking at it and it's curved like that, it's a hammer toe. But there's some key pieces to that exam. One is it curled and it rigid where you can't straighten it out, or does it straighten back out if you put pressure on it? That makes a difference. When it straightens out, there's less deformity. It can actually be treated more conservatively and so forth. Whereas if it's rigid, there's not a lot you can do to straighten it out no matter what you do, right? The other part of that is if you're seeing that they have certain parts of the joint that are rubbing on the top of the shoes or somewhere else in the foot, that also is a part of the diagnosis and the exam that we're doing. The second is through x-ray. With the x-ray, we can actually look at the joints and say, okay, what's exactly going on in that hammering joint? Do you have arthritis in that joint? Do you have any deformities? You can see it a lot of times in x-ray that it's curved like that. You can see where it's sitting. Sometimes it's dislocated instead of really hammered, and that's a different deformity, different problem. And so the x-ray allows us to differentiate that. In most cases, when it looks like a hammer toe, the x-ray is going to show that it is a hammer toe, and that kind of just confirms the diagnosis and allows us to move forward. This is Dr. Brandt Gibson, and this is your Podiatry Tips Day 255, the Diagnosis